Maybe I wasn't that. Anyway, so let me focus, right? We back at it. Back at it again. Been too long. As y'all can tell, what if Deku was a villain? This ain't gonna be like your normal what if Deku was a villain because, I'm me. And, I'm different. That's just what y'all got. That's just what y'all just first and foremost gotta understand. I'm different like that. So when I say it's not gonna be like everybody else, it might be like one individual. No, I'm joking. Anyway, in this world, because we on part 0 with them. You feel me? We on part 0 with them, right? Part 0, you feel me? What's the backstory? Let me tell you. So the amount of quirks, right? You know how in the beginning of My Hero Academia they was talking about 80% of people got quirks. Yeah, it's like 90% of people got quirks now in this what if. And because of that, the harassment of quirkless individuals is not only normalized ish, it's also like, real prejudice. Like if 90% of people got quirks, 45-50% of them don't care about the quirkless. You feel me? Like really don't care about the quirkless at all. Deku, still quirkless. Ever since he found out at the age of 4, His mom, though, been trying to protect him, trying to, help him, keep him out of the, hide his quirklessness. You feel me? Like it's a sickness, even though it's not. And Deku or Izuku, and this sort of, he realized that obviously other people start calling him Deku, even Bakugo. Everybody, they don't care about that nigga. He ain't got no friends. He got no family except for his mom. Yeah, he ain't got nothing for real. Nothing going on for real. You feel me? But because of that, he like, and because of the bullying, he like, I need to protect myself a little bit, Start working out. He start, hitting the gym a little bit. Not really. He not in no actual gym. He working at home though. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats, weights. And his mom, she been really trying to help him. They've been really trying to keep it 100, with each other. Keep the they've been doing their best, right? Obviously, Inko's still friends with Bakugo's mom, but they started, drifting further apart because their sons don't like each other. That's some good little summary right there. It's a good little. You feel me? You feel me? We cut straight to the action if we be 100. So Izuku, he in school. Niggas out here trying to get to UA. Teachers throwing up the papers and stuff. It's a normal interaction. I might put this in this. I might. All right, we'll find out. As long as it's gonna get cut out either way, but I should probably put like a content warning on this one. It's all right though. So, how does my boy become a villain? That's the real question, and I'm gonna tell you the answer right now. Right, so, he kind of got hope for the hero dream. All the heroes, 90% of the world being quirked individuals, and the hate of quirkless people growing, right? That only just means that the love of heroes grows even more. So he's still trying to be a hero low key, and he's trying to go to UA. It's the best place to make him a hero, if anything else, because anywhere else would just have him as a sidekick inside taking calls, a police operator as. He ain't trying to do that, like at all, none of that. So he really not trying to take no for an answer. He been hearing no all his life, People using their quirks when the teachers start throwing the papers in the air. You know, y'all want to be heroes. Ha ha. You feel me? Everything else, Bakugo do his normal spiel because everybody else is also bullying Deku. He finds it less fun to bully him, but he picks on him a little bit just because. Plus, his mom been telling him not to. So, you know, my boy, you know, he out there, and you know he doing his thing, talking his talk for real. We being 100. He really out there talking his talk, talking some real talk, some real activities. You know, he get done with his spiel about everybody else being, you know, lucky to be a B rank hero sidekick, C rank hero sidekick. That's what they quirks for a while. He gonna be a number one hero. That's what he gonna be. He gonna be the number one hero, and it's gonna be lit for him. You know, you know how people in school be the huzz out here. Oh, Bakugo, you feel me? It's you know, he got a quirk on him. He got a good quirk, and you know some of the other kids that's trying to get on his good side because it's like I ain't got a reason to doubt that he gonna make it. You feel me? Some other kids with some self-respect, they're like, who gonna be a B rank hero sidekick? I'm gonna be number one. You feel me? I'm gonna be like top 10 because they ain't trying to compete for number one with him. He really started exploding on them. I'm pretty sure the teacher, you know, asking around about who trying to go to UA, and you feel me? It's like, okay, well, you know, he ain't asking around. He got the papers on, right? It's like, okay, I got a paper here for you. Actually, I got 2 papers here for UA. You know, it's like, you know, obviously we got Bakugo, then we got Zuko Midoriya. It's like kids start looking at him, like, Izuku, little Deku trying to get in the UA. You know, they started grinding on him. You know, Zuku used to it. He ain't trying to hear that. He don't really care for real. He nonchalant with his activities. You feel me? He's like, all right, bro. Teacher didn't have to say that. Not out loud, not at all. You feel me? That motherfucker don't mess with me. He should have kept my name out his mouth because I'm gonna be a hero too on everything, right? Now, normally, Bakugo leave the teasing and bullying to these other little niggas, but he heard that boy was trying to get to UA. He said, you know, he hit him with that, hey, you know, hit him with that explosion on his desk. I hear you trying to get to UA? Deku, you know you ain't getting to no UA. Quirkless ass. Shit, you know, this motherfucker Zuku, he like, hey, I'm gonna be a hero. And I put that on everything. I promise you that. I may not be number 1. I may not even be number 5. I may not even be top 50. You know, before this motherfucker can continue his spiel, somebody was like, you may not be a hero. You're gonna get there and fail. Like you always do. Failure. This motherfucker Zuko, he like, I don't even know why I was trying to talk to this nigga. Instead, he trying to square up with him, hit him. Bakugo, he like, what the? Try to hit him with the explosion. This nigga Zuko been used to these explosions. He knows attack pattern. Duck, hit him in his guts. You feel me? It's fighting class. It's a fighting class. Everybody going crazy. Teacher's like, hey, break that up. You feel me? Start. As soon as the fight get up, you know, he's like, hey, break that up, y'all. He get in there. He rush in there. Break the fight up. Grabbing Izuku mainly because out of the 2 of them, come on now. You gonna grab the nigga with the explosions? You gonna grab the quirk, the human nigga? Come on now. The regular, the degular. Come on now. The less than, for real, in this world. You're not even degular here. You less than. I'm gonna grab the less than. Either way, teacher grab him. You know, Zuki like, get off of me. Get off of, you feel me? This nigga Bakugo, he mad. He like, this motherfucker had the audacity to swing at me and dodge my attack. You know, he started talking this shit. He like, you know what, Izuku? You wanna be a hero so bad. Take a swan dive. I don't know why I said swan. I'll take a swan dive off the roof. Pray that you come back as a quirked individual next time. Bitch, you feel me? He on this shit. He walk off mad. Some niggas, you know, some cronies trying to crowd around him. On some, yeah, you really showed him, Bakugo. That nigga still mad. Cause he like, I can't believe I let that motherfucker touch me. disgusting. You feel me? I just can't believe I let that motherfucker touch me. That motherfucker touched me. He mad as fuck. He leaving, right? Other kid, bell ring. Teacher like, hey, y'all dismiss. Izuku. You feel me? He's still holding Izuku. We gotta have a conversation over here. You feel me? Come to my office. Get up in the teacher office, right? Teacher like, okay, Izuku. What was that about? He was like, oh yeah, he got in my face. He saw him. It was the explosions. It wasn't my. He was like, no, I'm not talking about that. Fight was. I understand what happened with the fight. What do you think you're doing putting applications to UA? You ain't trying to ruin the school's reputation, sending quirkless individuals to UA. This motherfucker's like, wait a minute. This ain't even about the fight. He was like, oh, this is about the fight. Because the fight started because you thought you had a chance to get into UA. You don't. I don't know where you getting these ideas from, Izuku, but you're quirkless. Maximum to being a hero, probably operator for the police line. You feel me? We done told you this before. You have to stop with this fantasy. And I've said this previously, Izuku. I've said this previously, but I'm gonna tell you again, right? There's going to be people in life, Izuku. It's gonna be examples for you to live by, right? Some people that step out of line, people that stay in line. It's gonna be people out there, and the only reason why I'm actually even trying with you for real is because your mom's been up here countless times pleading for me to treat you fairly, which is why I'm trying to give you some good advice. So I hope you fucking listening. You feel me? I'm telling you, Izuku, there's gonna be some people out here, quirked or not, they're gonna be living by example, and they're going to be the example of what happens when you step out of line. All right? This right here is an example of what happens when you step out of line, Izuku. You can't stop. You're not gonna be a hero. Stop acting and talking as if it's possible. You don't even have. You got barely high enough intelligence. You're on the same level as Bakugo, and he got a quirk. I'm trying to be nicer to you. I'm trying to treat you like how I treat everybody else. And as is enough talking, giving these excuses of how he treating Izuku, because either way, this shit is crazy. This is a teacher telling your ass not to follow your dreams because you can't, you suck. That shit is disrespectful as fuck. So this motherfucker Izuku, he's like, I got you. Can I go now? As he putting the motherfucking bag on. And he was like, I'm not done talking. And this is what I'm talking about. You can either be an example or be the example, Izuku. Damn. So, I got the door open and shit. And he was like, yeah, I heard you the first couple times, actually. But it's like, yeah. And it's like, Izuku, I'm telling you, keep that close to your heart. Because quirkless people go to jail too. It's like, this is a teacher. He don't see no future for this motherfucker, for real. This is a teacher that don't see any future for this motherfucker except maybe jail or lose her life. You feel me? And he won't say the second thing, but the first thing kind of made sense with his teacher. Application. You feel educational. You feel me? Either way. This motherfucker Izuku, he leave. He don't start just sitting there and balling or anything. He done cried enough in his life. When it's, you feel me? At least that's how he feels. He been crying for like a long time. This ain't season 1. Kind of is, but not really. The mentality's different. Either way, he walk off, leave. He got all his stuff. He going down, taking a shortcut to his spot. Get caught up in that sludge villain attack. Still. Because I said so. Either way. Nigga out here dying to the sludge villain. All Might show up. He punch the air pressure. That motherfucker just shy everywhere. Is this motherfucker, catching his breath. This nigga Izuku catching his breath. You see, it's All Might, Although the world been treating him disrespectfully, he still messed with All Might. Everybody mess with All Might. If you're trying to be a hero, you mess with All Might, Even if you got a different favorite hero, you still mess with All Might, though. You feel me? Everybody fuck with All Might. Villains respect All Might. You feel me? Either way. So, as All Might was picking up the sludge and waking up Izuku, talk about everything that was going on. It's like, yeah, I'm glad I saved you, boy, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Signed your notebook for you. You feel me? Izuku do still take notes on other heroes' quirks because it's past the time. Everybody need a hobby. And signed his notebook, though. And he was on some, I'm about to get up out of here now type activity, right? That boy Izuku jumped on his leg as he jumped off. He's like, wait up! He lands. Had to power down real quick because he hitting his time limit. This motherfucker say an old, decrepit ass man. He like, who is you? You ain't All Might. So shut up, I am All Might, boy. Oh, God. Damn, that shit hurt, spitting up blood and all that. It's like, he revealed his little, what was going on with him, right? Why he looked like that. And, he's talking about the fight that he got into. Destroyed hella organs. Nigga almost died, but he lived though. That's why his time been going down and down as the years been passing. You feel me? After the fight. He's like, oh, well, I didn't know that, And he was like, what did you want to ask me about either way, right? He was like, hey, I'm quirkless All Might. It's like, oh shit. Damn. I was like, yes. All Might mentally, like, oh shit, damn. It's like quirkless. That's fucking crazy. And, Izuku was like, I just want to ask you, do you think I can be a hero? A hero of any kind of caliber? And All Might like, well, the police force, they could be considered heroes. They was the original heroes before people with superpowers started showing up. And Luke was like, nah, I'm not talking about police. I'm talking about like you, like an actual hero. He hit that line, do you think I can be a hero, All Might? It was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, boy. Being a hero is already dangerous. It's already filled with treachery and sorrow. Even if you think you want to do that to yourself, you don't. And to not have a quirk to rely on, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I just don't think you can. Now, up until that point, he been hearing that you can from everybody, right? From everybody. All of them. Every single individual. And he done heard it so much, it was like, damn, I can't listen to him. Because if I do, I'm really not going to. You feel me? He's been holding on to this desire for all his life to be a hero. For his hero to sit there and tell him that he can't do it. And not only to just hear that, to hear the empathy that was coming from All Might voice as he was saying it. Because All Might quirkless too. Don't nobody know that, but he was quirkless. You feel me? So he don't got a hatred for quirkless individuals at all. He don't think One for All should be passed down to a quirkless individual, but he don't got a hatred for it at all. And he tried to break it down smooth to him. Tried to be as respectful and honorable as he could be. But that shit was not what Izuku was trying to hear. Izuku wanted to hear what he always wanted to hear. Yeah, you can do it. You could be a hero. But at that moment, he realized nobody on this planet is ever going to tell him that. And he left. He didn't have another word to say. Now, All Might was looking at that motherfucker body because he is built a little bit. He got some muscle on him. He was seeing him as a potential, individual. But, he couldn't, he didn't have time for that. Especially since, Izuku got knocked out from suffocating from the sludge villain and all that. And then to hear that he was quirkless. You feel me? He was like, oh, shit. There goes my plans. On to keep looking. Now, All Might done dropped the bottle this time, right? He ain't got no rips in his pants this time. He escorted the sludge villain accordingly to where the prison is supposed to be. On what happens because he didn't drop the bottle this time is that Bakugo, walking down that alley kicking bottles and shit. You feel me? He get approached. He don't get approached. Originally in my head that he got approached, but this time, he's still fuming. He's still mad that what had happened today had happened at all. And he was like, man, I really just can't fucking stand that motherfucker. Not only did he have the audacity to think that he could be a hero, he's also got the even more audacity to fight back against somebody that is potentially going to be number one. It's like this motherfucker, he just got the muscles and think that he all that, he can do whatever he want. I just don't. You feel me? Because his cruddies in the background. Oh yeah, that lame bit. You feel me? Quirkless loser. Thought he could stand up to you, man. He ain't in an actual fight. He ain't sneaky, man. You wouldn't even been touched. And Bakugo, he gotta agree with that. He's like, nah, for real. In an actual fight, he couldn't touch me. You feel me? Because his arrogance, pride, all that, right? It might be a little bit of truth in there too, but he's still mad, right? And he like, it would be funny, it'd be funny, right? If we go put, one of his cronies like, it would be funny, right? We put his house on the web, you feel me? Tell people to go egg it or something, cause he is a quirkless loser. And like, yeah, that would be pretty funny. Man, let's go share his address. Matter of fact, we don't even gotta take a picture of it. I know where his address is by heart. You feel me? Because he used to come down there a lot. Hell, his parents been talking about it, kind of. The only bad thing is that Inko would be there, but it's just eggs. He could wash them off. That's what they do. You put that nigga address in, tell him what the house look like, side of the road that boy on, tell him anonymously, obviously, right? Because one of his buddies, they do that dark web shit. He don't really know that, but that's what they do. And he out there. He put that information out there. Post. Don't even think about it anymore. He feeling better. Get a drink, get some food. He go home. At least say bye to them lames that he be calling friends. Not for real. He call them acquaintances, for being honest. But he go home. He got a single thing to think about anymore, right? That boy, Izuku get home, doing what he gotta do. He mad now, right? You just realize like nothing he can't be a hero. He really can't. He it's like everybody's been telling him, everybody everywhere has told him, yeah, that's not possible. Best friends, childhood friends, people that didn't know he was quirkless before he told them. Even his mom, for real. I mean, technically, she never told him that he could. So it's like, obviously somebody can't. We can't. If you can't, then you can't. He just, he in there, he almost crashing, right? His mom see him, he's like, oh, baby, what happened? Them kids was messing with you again. And it was like, yeah, they were, It's like, I got a call from your teacher. It's okay. I'll make your favorite food. Don't worry about it. And all that extra. And Inko not. She ain't fat, but she getting a little bit more plump. And he see her and he just start thinking like, damn, is this what I'm gonna look like? Nah, I've been working out, but damn, even if I'm not gonna be a hero if I stop working out. I'm gonna lose everything. Cause mentally, right? He not hero. He not. It wasn't hero. And if I'm not a hero, I'm a villain. It was. It's hero, and I'm just like, damn, I gotta fit in with society. I gotta be. I gotta be the people I don't like. I don't like the people that just stay there on the sides and cheer on for the hero. I can't stand them. I wanted to make a difference. You feel me? In his head, that's what he felt like. But he obviously can't do that. So he got to make a difference somehow else. And at the very least, he eats his favorite food while he figured that out. And well, he go eat his food. He chilling in his room. Ain't really thinking about it for real. Ain't really thinking about nothing. Thinking of, he had his costume. He was he wanted to wear if he was gonna be a hero. Hell, if he had to be a vigilante, he would have. But I mean, it's like, damn, what's the point of being a vigilante? I guess it's not like they get paid or anything, because heroes get money stacks. Vigilantes don't until they get found out that until they come out to being a hero, and then it's like, oh yeah, sure, you get money too. It's like, I wouldn't be able to support myself just doing that. Gotta find a way to support myself before I start trying to make a real difference, like heroes do. And for some reason, that what his teacher was saying starts echoing his head. Like his teacher said, it's not the first time he's ever said it. It's like, oh yeah, Izuku. So it's only two people out there. It's the people that are the example and people that become the example of Izuku. Come on now. So it just starts, echoing almost like all the times he's ever said that. What kind of example, right? And thinking back on it, right, he does remember his mom pulling him up to the school a couple of times, talking to his teacher, especially his homeroom teachers. She's talked to all his teachers, but especially his homeroom teacher, on some niceness. He was like, maybe he was really trying to help. Maybe he had better intentions. It just wasn't for me. It's still not for me. He's still not accepting it. You feel me? It's just that maybe the words that he used had more meaning than Zuko was thinking about at first, right? Either way, that's tomorrow's problem. So, he wake up the next day, do his routine, work out, brush his teeth, shower, eat some food. He ain't got to go to school right now, so it's like, damn, I probably should get a job, go look for that. He goes try to see what people are hiring. After that, obviously his mom got a job. They get money from Hasashi, but they don't get a lot, not for real. But yeah, and he don't be home like that either. So it's like, damn, is he like out there smashing other girls? He out there with a whole new family. He just sending money back because this was his family at one point. Because then he realized that his son was quirkless and left. Zuko don't really know the details. He could ask his mom, but his mom don't fully know the details. Not for real. Either way, that boy, he out there trying to get a job, thinking, going, scrolling on the phone, going, looking around at different stores, seeing who needs what. It's hella discrimination though, right? Like even in jobs, it's not corrected yet, still, because politicians don't give a fuck about quirkless people either. You know what I mean? They gonna die out eventually as soon as everybody else start having kids, and then those kids, it's gonna be like a 0.1% of people that's quirkless, and even then, it's like, damn. I mean, sure, I guess, you feel me? You gotta put your quirk on when you're doing the job applications. You feel me? They still got quirkless, which is good for Izuku because, you know, he is. But, you know, if you quirkless, it's like, ah, damn. I mean, you know, it might be a fight even to get into fast food. Yeah, it might be a fight to even get into fast food if you quirkless. And after a day of job hunting, you know, he go do some runs, working out, you know, go to the park, some squats, you feel me, outside, breathing, you know. He jacked. He got some money on him. I mean, not some money. He got some muscle on him. You feel me? Just trying to get some money and he can, you know, he can do it. You know, he can be an example to people that are quirkless. Because, you know, who wants to be the example, you know? Either way, you know, start getting dark. And you know what happens at dark time, you know, afternoon, start getting late, you feel me? In my head, right? Because I made this what it was in my head. I made a lot of it in my head. But either way, right? In my head, this got a lot more depression in it. You feel me? It was a lot more depressing. What happens? But you know, I'm a YouTube it out. You feel me? I'm a YouTube it out. Either way, you know, start getting late, right? Some low lives on the internet. They pull up, they see on the dark web, they like, hold up. It's a whole motherfucker address. You feel me? They're like, hold on, what's going on here? They're like, all right, hold on. They reading the description. Somebody like, yeah, yo, this quirkless loser. You feel me out here? Talking back and stuff, you know, being disrespectful, go to Egg's house or something. Make that motherfucker look, you know, yada, 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 right? Now, this ain't even like bad people. This isn't even terrible people. They're just low lives. And they ready to take advantage of anybody in this bitch. Scrolling on the dark web, they said, hold on, nigga, I'm the predator in this hoe. You feel me? So they go scope out the scene. They see a woman in there, right? You know, they like, oh shit. She a little fat though. You feel me? Like, I mean, she got the money. She already cooking. I mean, we know she quirkless. Hell, you feel, she might turn up for some, I don't know, you feel me? Either way, they on some bullshit, if we being 100, right? And we gonna leave it there, you feel me? Exactly there. But, you know, back to Izuku, you know, he's still looking at jobs. Niggas out there, you know, you know, we got some people that's out there trying to hire quirkless people. You know, and he like, okay, bet, you know, I don't care if you're quirkless or not. It's not that the job actually requires you to have a quirk or anything or any specific type. You know, he doing a couple of interviews and all that. It's cool. And you know, he's like, you know, we might get back to you. You know, he feel like, you know, Zuku feeling good. It's like, oh yeah, the interview's going good. Better get some money. Worked out. About to go home, eat some food. You feel me? He texts his mom. She don't respond though. You know, he's like, damn, what's going on? Try to call her. It's not like he got straight to voicemail, but I mean, it rang the whole time, and you know, it's you know, it cuts. You call her again as he going home, walking home, and all that, right? It's like, oh damn, she still ain't answering. So that's all right though. Maybe her phone dead or something, or maybe she like, I don't know, in the shower or something. I don't know. You know, so she, you know, this boy going back home, right? But in the Bakugo again, he was like, yeah, boy, thought this was the last time I see you. He's like, Baku, I'm not here for your nonsense no more, bro. I'm just trying to go home. It's like, yeah, you should have thought about that before you swung at me. Bink. You feel me? Had somebody come up from the left, they snuck him. And they jumped him. You know, it's just two Crodies from before. You feel me? They jumping him, snuck him. Now they kicking him all on the ground. It's like, You know, stomping him out and all that, right? This boy Baki, yo, where was your fight at before, bro? Where was your fight at before? You was fighting before. Yeah, this nigga Izuku. Once they done kicking him, he like, man, I would be fighting back if you wouldn't jump me, nigga. You feel me? All that, right? This boy Bakugo, he stood up on him. Oh, he didn't stood up. He crouched down on him, grabbed him by his collar. He like, look, only reason why you got them lucky punches on you before is because it wasn't a real fight. I'm just showing you what it feel like to get snuck like that, boy. Fake ass hero. Go be a hero to your motherfucking mom's boy, mama's boy. You feel me? Niggas in the back, right? They out there disrespecting them. This boy, you know, he out there like, what you do to my mom? It's like, I ain't do shit to your mom, nigga. I'm just saying. That's all you got. Since your dad left too. Ho. You feel me? It's like, and they out there spitting on him. And one of them did. Not Bakugo though. That should be disrespectful. Too disrespectful. This nigga Bakugo out here making a point. He's like, yo, these two lame ass niggas don't even really got good quirks like that. And I didn't even use mine. Yo out there. You out here trying to be a hero, getting slumped. Failed. Failure. Left him there. Said, I'm going home now. That's all I wanted to tell you. And then, you know, Izuku, he sit there for a while. Then you get up and you start going. You feel me? Going back home. It's getting dark. He go up to the door, you know, he's still sad. Still, you know, he ain't crying or nothing. But, you know, he's still sad and shit. Nigga getting beat up outside. Nigga jumped him. He's just trying to, you know, trying to get going. Trying to get something going. Just getting beat in the street. Shit crazy. Anyway, he go up to his house. He see the door cracked open. He like, what the fuck? Hear some sounds inside. He like, what's going on in there, you know? He go up in there and, you know, he able to hear what the fuck going on. Probably punching on his moms and shit. You feel me? He like, damn. You feel me? He like, oh my goodness. First of all, these niggas done robbed him, right? All the money that was up in the house, they got it. Wasn't a lot, but any of the savings they got, you feel me? Now, they found a purse, found the wallet, found the cards. They like, give me them pins. You feel me? Give me them pins. She out here begging. No. Please. They out here on their timing, right? So Zuko step in, he like, yo, what the fuck? You feel me? He start getting mad, start trying to crash on him. He was like, oh damn, I didn't know there was two people here. I don't know. Shit, the message only said there was a quirkless individual living here. I'm like, all right, hold up. Hit him with your quirk, you know, type activity, right? So I said, all right, I'm gonna try. You know, I gotta be concentrating. You feel me? Oh boy, you know, he said, don't worry about that shit. I got something for him. Started boxing with him, standing up on him, right? Zuku punching him, started swinging. This boy, you know, he out here, you know, he trying to weave, he taking some of the punches, you know, Zuku work out, but this is a grown ass man. This boy, you know, he throw him over the counter, right? Food's still cooking, by the way. You know, it's been cooking this whole last time. She ain't really been having no, you know. She obviously ain't. As soon as they broke in, it wasn't like niggas could actually, you feel me, turn. Niggas was not worried about that stove. I don't know why I just started, you know. Either way, dude, you know, he didn't even have to use his quirk on him, right? He just threw him over the counter, and once that happened, right, this boy Izuku started feeling the effects. He like, oh shit. Now, the other dude quirk basically made people dizzy. It disorientates them, right? That's why Inko ain't able to do shit right now, because his quirk disorientates people, right? As long as he's focused on them. Now, you know, they thought, you know, they could have had like a smooth little spot to sit here and chill at. for a little while. They, hit him with some manipulation. Maybe they did some different stuff. You feel me? If she was quirkless and all that, and because this dude is, focusing on Izuku now, Inko trying to use her quirk, trying to pick some stuff up and throw it at people. He was like, oh, they was only talking about him. He must be the quirkless one. You feel me? He didn't even try to use his quirk. Now I'm thinking about it. And it's like, oh, okay, babe, we ain't got to worry about his ass then. He come back, I got something for him. They like, okay. Obviously we don't want to do this in front of him. You feel me? Let's take her upstairs. Let's get this information out of her. And they started, they really on Inko ass. And Inko can't really do shit about it because Inko weak already. She's just really not trying to give us the information on these cars because that's all the fuck she got. You feel me? They take everything else. They already talking about taking the TVs. You feel me? Selling the couches, selling the pictures. Picture frames, all that extra shit. She gonna need something to get back with, and because they assumed she was quirkless, they was just like they have no goddamn morality for it, right? Right there, this nigga Izuku on the floor again. You're like, damn. I really can't fight for it. I can't. Well, I've been working out, but I ain't got no fight for quirked people. Damn, this dude, I don't even know what his quirk is. He said he didn't even use that shit. He's like, he started, he hear his mom crying upstairs though. He's like, okay, I gotta do something. He started trying to stand, tripping and shit. He see the phone. It's unhooked. It's got that buzzing going on. He like, cool. I'm gonna have to call the cops on him. You feel me? He started dialing, right? Once he reached the phone, they like, you can barely hear Inko now because they got her in one of them rooms, one of their rooms. It don't really matter either way. And that nigga, he trying to tell the cops what's going on, right? It's just, people I broke into his house. He lived here, blah, 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 all this extra. Operator like, okay, cool. What's your quirk? It's like, what? Yeah, what's your quirk? If you can't, if we can't get there in time, I need you to be able to at least protect us. I need to know what's going on, for everybody, right? Izuku started telling like, okay, one of the quirks is a disorienting quirk, makes people a little bit, he said he had to concentrate on it. You feel me? Because nigga Izuku, his mind fucking buzzing, and nigga out here talking about what his quirk is. It's like, damn, I don't know. You feel? I can't. Do I tell you what my quirk is? Are you gonna get here faster if I don't tell you? And the other dude, I don't know what his quirk is, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, and your quirk. It's like, my mom quirk is telekinesis. It only work, small a little bit. I don't have a quirk though. You feel me? It's like, oh, you're quirkless, okay. It's like, yeah, that's not gonna be a problem though. You gonna get here, right? They out there. They hit my mom. You feel me? She like, yeah, people will be there. People's we're sending a unit. Don't worry about it. You feel me? All the extra. But on the tone side of things, this nigga Zuka like this bitch don't give a fuck no more. What the fuck? What happened? She don't, bro. This nigga quirkless ass family. It's the genes. It's the genes. But she gonna do her job eventually. Eventually. Either way, this nigga Zuko ain't got no faith in it. Cause she hung up first on his ass. You feel me? It's like, damn. Right. Guess the dude stopped concentrating because he started regaining his senses a little bit, right? Trying to get back up the stairs. He doing what he gotta do. It's getting louder. You feel me? The crying, the anger, the voices. Shit, he can't even really focus no more. And it's like, fuck, if I can't be a hero, at least let me be a hero for my moms, bro. I understand. I'm not in The world got limited resources for me, but at the very least, let me save my mom's, bro. That's what he in his head thinking. You feel me? Fuck, I need to stop saying that. But yeah, he goes upstairs, he banging on the door. You feel me? Fuck, banging on the door, almost trying to punch it down. Dude, like, you ain't concentrating on the boy no. It's like we been here doing what we doing. Like, I stopped thinking about his ass. It's like, damn, think about it some more. You feel me? I mean, I gotta recast it. Let's go out there and handle it. We don't got. You feel me? They in there arguing. They in there arguing. He trying to punch down the door. He lean up against the back wall. Start kicking on that boy. Kick it down. You feel? Kick it down though. Kick it down. They look at him, and he like, damn, these niggas out here got my mom's blooded, bruised. They done ripped our fucking apartment up. My nigga mad. He mad as fuck. He ain't even really trying to think, which is his only fucking resource. He losing it. He can't even think comprehensively because the quirk that this nigga was just under, he losing everything he had as an advantage. So he try to rush in. Dude start pushing on him. Should start punching. Like, get this little nigga off me. You feel me? They all punch on the bed. Motherfucker, other dudes start coming up. The small little nigga. So nigga with that uses quirk already smaller than the other nigga. But either way, they start trying to jump him. Inko jump in because that's her baby. She got to do something. You feel me? She start jumping in. She pushing, punching. Quirk activate. It ain't awakened, but it activates. She throwing them out the room. Everybody out the room. Even herself, because they all like almost like a little ball tussling, punching each other. They get rolled down the stairs, punch Inko hard enough to knock her out. You feel me? The little nigga do. Izuku see this, he get mad as fuck. Grab this nigga up by his neck, start throwing him, threw him over to where the food was. This nigga get burnt up because the food hot. Feel me? Turned up the motherfucking gas, but he turned off the flames. Turned off the flames, but turned up the gas on the stove. You feel me? Come on now. This other nigga, as the gas going, he start pushing on him, punching him, kicked him. It's like, what kind of little do you think you are, quirkless ass? Come over here and die. You feel me? A nigga turned his arm into a pistol. Let that boy off. Explosions, nigga. He turned his arm into the pistol. Motherfucking Izuku seen this. He start trying to get out the way. He trying to dodge as he backing up. When he let the pistol go, his back, Izuku back was, to the oven. So the flames came from the oven. It burnt down all of it. Everything. All of it, bro. Everything went up in flames. This nigga Izuku gets shot out the house. Flames all over him. Scarred up on his back. He got a marker tonight. It burns his motherfucking flesh out here. Feel me? 2nd degree burns. Everybody inside the house, he hearing them crying, wailing. It's like, oh my gosh, bro. This is crazy. All of this happened tonight. Where are the cops at? Because this motherfucker Izuku, he done lost track of time. He might have caught them cops like maybe 5 minutes ago. And yeah, if they good cops, they gonna be there around 5 minutes. So he like, damn, maybe I'm tripping. Let me, as he watching his house burn down, he know everybody in there dead. Once he stopped hearing shit, his mom was already knocked out. It's like, damn, I couldn't save her. It's over. I couldn't save her, bro. As the house continues to burn, other people start calling the cops. They're like, okay, babe, we already got a distress signal from that area. We'll be there soon. Does it look like the fire spreading? It's like, no, I don't think the fire's spreading. That's even less of a reason for their ass to show up. Either way. So Zuku, he sit there, watch the fire burn down. Hours go by. Yes, nigga, hours go by, and the fire is finally over. He's sitting down at the front porch. Like, oh my gosh, I caught them niggas hours ago. He's still thinking. He really still replaying the images in his mind, the sounds of that night, everything. He's replaying it over in his head. He's literally lost everything, all of it. He he don't got nothing else today. Not today, not tomorrow, not tonight. He this, and if it was already hard for him before, he just know it's gonna be so much worse now. He's over thinking in his mind, I do got some options, right? I could leave, pretend like I died in this fire. I could, wait for the cops, have them check me in, put me in whatever orphanage they let me be in, and continue to be an example person, I guess. Continue to be the person they want me to be. Or I can do my own thing. Or I could leave and do what I want. But whatever happens, it happens tonight, today. Whatever decision I make, it's going to shape my entire future. So while coming to terms with the decision that he makes, that he's going to make, he waits there even longer, longer than, his sun start coming up and all this extra, you feel me? And he finally hear the sirens as he's been sitting here waiting here in shock, really thinking about his life choices, thinking about what he's going to do next. And he like, nah, Izuku Midoriya died here. And he walks away. He leaves. He gotta go, bro. He won't continue to let this world tell him who he has to be. Tell him what it is that he can what he can do. He won't allow it. He won't allow this world to continue to tell him what he can do. He refuses. In actuality, he decides right there what type of person he's going to be. As soon as he starts walking away, he's decided. All his life, he wanted to be a hero. Every single waking moment, he felt like he could do it. It didn't matter what anybody else said. It didn't matter how anybody else felt, how they rejected him, ever. He felt like he could have done it. But now, he don't want to be a hero no more. Because they have to understand. They have to know what's going to happen to them if they continue down this path. Somebody even worse is going to show up than him. And he's going to set that bar very high. Either way. Yeah. Dang, that was that got a little bit a little bit heavy in the end, didn't it? Be like that sometimes. But y'all good though. It won't be that bad for the rest of the series. especially not, that bad at all. I mean, I'm not trying to traumatize niggas. It's gonna be alright though. Hope y'all ready for that next episode. Next one. We saying season 2. The next video I post. But have a good day, man. God bless. You feel me? You need God after this one.